Hi guys, this is your girl Demetria and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I am so excited that it's finally fall, even though here in Los Angeles it doesn't feel like it. It's still almost 80 degrees, but nonetheless I just thought that it would be fitting to film a get ready with me look. So if you guys want to see how this look turns out, just keep watching. So right now my eyebrows are already done because I can't concentrate. I have to concentrate while I'm doing my eyebrows, so I didn't want to do those on camera, and you guys will not see me apply falsies because I also have to concentrate on that, and I don't want it to be like crickets and silence. So I'll be you know, applying my falsies off camera. But my face is clean. My face has been cleansed and moisturized, and right now I am going to use the Professional by Benefits primer on my face so that I can prime. For me it's necessary to prime because I am an oily girl, so I have to make sure that not only do I prime, but I use good primer. Plus I have pores, so I want to make sure that I cover that up. I usually follow up with another primer. This is the Smashbox, I can't even talk, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This one also just makes, it's really tacky and sticky, so it makes the foundation stick. I like this one too. I just grabbed the small one because I don't know where my big one at. With this primer, this is kind of like silicone base, so it really smooths out the skin. And if you notice, I'm only concentrating it on my T-zone because that's where I am the oiliest at. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do that. And then I know it may seem like a lot, but I do go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. This is not the newest one. I haven't gotten my hands on the newest one yet, but I will, don't worry. I like this primer too, and again, because I'm oily, I like to just make sure that, you know, I'm really primed when it's warm, such as it is today, you know, that my foundation doesn't just like slip and melt off. So I really like to use this primer. And for my eyebrows, I use the Goof Proof Brow Deal, and I am the 4.5 Neutral Deep Brown color. So it looks like this. And in this, you get the brow pencil with the spoolie on one side, and then you get another brown pencil here. So I just use that, and then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, which I have right here next to me. So that's what I use for my eyebrows. Again, I have to concentrate, so it's really hard to do my eyebrows on camera. And I'm sure I'll get better, but as of right now, that's what we're working with. So we're going to start with foundation. And since I use the primer, it will only be fitting to use the foundation. So I am going to use I can't even speak. The Fenty Beauty foundation. And this is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is in the color 440. So I'm going to be using that today. And I like to just kind of like pump this on my, you know, directly to my face. I have a lot of dark spots, and usually I color correct, but today I didn't do that. This is why you got to be careful with what you pump, because you'll waste it on your blouse, but I got it off. So what I'm going to do is use this Morphe 439 brush, and I'm just going to buffer this in. This foundation is really good. It has a lot of red undertones, which is good because it kind of cancels out. It works as a, you know, it cancels out a lot of my imperfections. So I kind of like that. And I usually mix the two foundations for my complexion because this is kind of dark for me. So this is kind of like a color corrector. I don't know why, but my skin has been breaking out like crazy, and some of it is hormonal, some of it I just don't know what the heck it is. So lately I have been having to do a lot of color correction, and I don't necessarily like that. But I like this foundation. It's really, really good. It is a soft matte foundation. As we transition into fall, I always have to use a matte foundation, but not necessarily like super matte. I can go with a soft matte such as this and I will be okay. I will be perfectly fine with this. So what I like to do is once I get that pretty much in, I like to take my beauty blender, make sure it's damp and it's wet. And this is a beauty blender, and I like to just kind of pounce that in and get this all over. I am going to add 420. I think that's the one that I have. I didn't grab, oh, I did grab it. I have it right here. I'm going to add 420 because this is a little bit darker and it's gonna oxidize, but I like to put this under 420 because, like I said, this acts as a color corrector for me. So it's really good. You know, you can really play around with it. If I keep looking down, it's because I'm looking at my mirror right here. You know, just make sure that you really blend this in. So we're going to grab some of 420 and we're going to get some of 420 in there. And just because I already made one mess, we're going to do it like this. So as you can see, 420 is a lot lighter. It's more of my color. So what will happen is that this will just kind of like even it out and just kind of make it look lighter, even though it's going to oxidize. It's going to change. But yeah, so this is what I do, because in that way I can color correct, but also it be my skin complexion at the same time. So that's why I like to do this. Yeah, so I wanted to come on and do this because, you know, I'm new to YouTube. This is my channel. I've had my channel for a while, but I haven't been putting up too much content lately because life gets in the way. But I am, and I have been working on videos. I have a fall clothing haul coming up, and it's gonna be kind of a big one. Not too crazy, but it is a big one, so I'm super excited about that. And I've mentioned it before, you know, I work a regular job, so don't forget to get your ears, guys, when you're doing your foundation, because you don't want your ears to be one color and your face and neck to be another color. So you always want to bring it down and blend, 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 blend. I mean, blend until you can't blend anymore. But yeah, so I'm really excited about the videos to come. Things have just been like super crazy. And you know, I make no excuses for it. I'm new to this. This is not my full-time job. I have a regular job. So, you know, with that being said, you know, I have to just try to do better and be more consistent. So those of you who are subscribers, thank you for continuing to subscribe, and I hope that you guys will stick around, and I do look forward to producing more content for you guys. If you notice, I'm blending this out really, really well because I put 440 underneath, so I want to make sure that that 420 like is really blended. Make sure you blend it into your hairline too, but you know, that is seamless. And look at that. That looks really, really good. Really, really good. I'm gonna have to touch up that eyebrow a little bit, but we can always fix that. Sometimes that happens when you do your eyebrows before your foundation, but it's okay. So yeah, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like it. So anyway, so yeah, so basically, like I said, I've just been crazy busy, had a lot going on. No excuses, but we will get to that later. Maybe not, but just know that I'm back, and you know, I'm down to get cracking on this channel because I really wanted to do well. So next, with that being done, we want to kind of like highlight and do some concealing. So what I think I'm gonna do is conceal first, and I have two concealers that I love. I don't know which one I'm gonna use right now, but let's see. So right now I have in front of me NARS, which is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers. I have it in 2 colors. I have it in Ambient and I have it in Coconut Chestnut. So basically what it is that I usually get 2 because during the summertime I switch up and I change colors, and then in the wintertime I'm another color. However, when I don't wear makeup, I use these. I just kind of like hit certain spots, and you know, this is like super, super good. So I think what I might do is conceal with NARS, and then I think I might highlight with Fenty, because I do have Fenty Beauty concealer right here. So yeah, I think that that's what I am going to do right now. Let me just conceal just a little bit. I don't conceal a lot under my eyes because I don't really feel like I need it. So yeah, so I am doing that. Beauty blender, couldn't find it, here it is. But yeah, so anyway guys, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, so I've just been really busy, have had a lot going on. I'm super excited about this channel. I really want to get going on this channel. I've been inspired lately by a couple of my favorite YouTubers and people whom I follow, and you know, things of that nature. And you know, one of the biggest things that one of my favorite YouTubers said was, you just have to start, you know. And I love makeup, I love clothes. Anybody that knows me knows this. And I just think it would be just really cool to do this more often than not. So yeah, so it's like I'm really excited to be putting out content and, you know, really get started on this channel. This is the Fenty Beauty, and I'm in the color 410, and I'm going to use this to highlight. So basically when I highlight under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, my forehead, and this is just to kind of give you some sort of brightness, wake you up a little bit, balance out the face. And as you notice, I'm using creamy everything. Most people who are oily will try to stay away from it. I don't necessarily mind it as long as I have good setting powder. I won't stray away from it. But I'm going to take the back of my beauty blender, again making sure that it's wet. I try to keep my, you know, towel close to me and make sure that with the pouncing it does tend to dry out, but you know, have a wet towel close by because then it'll stay moist. And I'm just going to start blending this out. Yeah, so I wasn't going to do this as a talk through, get ready. I was just going to probably voice over it, but I don't know. I just said, why not? Why not? Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see how it turns out. Plus, I got to get ready anyway, so why not film it? You never know. So, you see how good that looks, guys? I mean, you get to highlight it, but it's not just overwhelming. And you've concealed, so if you have dark spots and, you know, things of that nature underneath your eyes, you've taken care of that by just concealing with a darker color. And this just gives you a little bit of highlight, kind of wakes you up right in your eyes. It's definitely a good trick. My hair is in this bun because I'm curly and my hair is 3-4 days old, so it's like really frizzy, and I just didn't want to like fight with it, so I just did this middle part slick bun and I'm rocking with it. And that's what we gonna do today. But yeah, make sure that you bring the concealer up over your eye, because you can also use that as a eyeshadow base, you know, when you're doing your eyeshadows. So make sure you do the bridge of your nose, and let's get this chin cracking and blend that out. You can add a little more if you want to. I'm not, because I don't necessarily think I need it, but you could if you choose to. And I like to take the back of the beauty blender and just kind of go around it, just, you know, to iron off. I don't like the edges to be like super prominent, and you know, you got to blend that stuff out. You can't have harsh lines. So right now I'm not going to cream contour. I'm actually going to contour with powder. So right now what I'm going to do before my under eyes start creasing is I am going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's the setting powder, and this is in the color, oh, it's not on here, but it's the translucent powder. But yeah, it looks like this. You know, you can see it in here. And then what I do is I like to take the blender or brush, and in this case I'm going to use the beauty blender. You can use a brush, but just make sure that you hit those creases as soon as possible, because you don't want your under eyes to start creasing. Mine will start creasing. So what I like to do is just take a brush. This is a taper highlighter brush, but this is a small taper brush, and I like to just take it, dust off the excess like this, and I like to press it directly in up under my eye. I don't like to bake. When you do this, it melts into your skin, and it just kind of makes it even and flawless. To me, baking dries out, although I'm super oily and baking for me would probably be good, but I don't like the overly baked look. I don't like the dry look. So that's why I do it. Anything left over on the brush I put over the top of my eye, because again, we did use that highlighter as a eyeshadow base. So you want to make sure that doesn't crease. And you put this anywhere that you highlighted. So I'm going to do my forehead. Down the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to do my chin. And what I like to do is come back with the beauty blender and like really just press it in, just pounce that in. Use the back of the beauty blender for bigger spaces because it'll even out the edges. And right now that looks pretty good. We are highlighted and we are set. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the rest of my face is I'm going to take MAC 476 Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm just going to kind of set the rest of my face. And it's this one here. And this is the brush that I'm going to be using. It is the Real Technique powder brush, so it looks like this. And then this is the Mineralized Skin Finish. So I'm going to be using that to kind of just set the rest of my face. Just, you know. So yeah, so anyway, make sure you get under your chin, down your neck, just so things can look seamless. Yeah, I like that. I'm looking extra golden right now. So yeah, so basically, that's what's been going on. And like I was saying that, you know, I really want to get into the habit of really like, you know, filming and putting out more content and things of that nature. And I know it's going to take some time. And, you know, I'm not putting pressure on myself. I'm just eager. And I want to put out good content. So, you know, I'm trying to take my time with it being new and purchase equipment and things of that nature. But I'm super excited about, you know, the future and what's to come. So yeah, so that's where we are with that. I'm going to take this is Fenty Beauty, and this is a bronzer, and this is Coco Naughty. I'm in the color Coco Naughty. It's the Sun Stalker bronzer. This is like this bronzer is so beautiful. So I'm gonna take some of that, and I'm just gonna do the outer perimeters of my face, nothing extra, because it's night. Well, it's not night, but it will be night, and I'm not going out anywhere like super special, so I'm not gonna just go ham. But yeah, I swirl it around, and I like to just kind of do my forehead and just put some color back into my face a little bit. Nothing crazy. You can even use this to contour a little bit. Look at that. And just kind of put a little bit of color back, but not overly done. Just give your face some definition. So yeah, I think we're going to take a break from the face, and we're going to do the eyes real quick. So for the eyes, I'm going to be using this new palette. It's the new Nubian by JUVIA'S. This is one of the newest palettes, and this palette is so pretty. These are the colors that's in the palette. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, I love this palette. And what better palette to use? This is befitting of fall. Like, look at those colors. It's like so pretty. But I'm so excited for fall. I keep saying that because that's really how I feel. I'm gonna start with the colors. Is not on the front, so I'm not really sure, but I think I'm going to start with this transition color here. It's the third from the top. I think this is a really pretty color, and I might use both of the colors here. I'm gonna start with this one. I'll start with the second one. Make sure you tap out. You know, I like to look down while I'm putting on the eyeshadow, you know, just and I'm not a makeup artist, guys, so what you see me doing is just from me practicing over years and years and years of. Okay, sorry guys, my camera overheated, so it just cut off. But I was basically taking those two colors that I was using, this one here and this one, and just layering them in my crease area and blending those out. So I'm going to finish that up real quick. But yeah. So anyway, so yeah, sorry about that, guys, with my camera overheating, because it does that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this palette really should have a mirror in it, but I'm going to take this color here, which is like this pretty brown color, and I'm going to take a more defined brush, like powder brush, because I really want that to be in my crease. And I'm going to dust it into my crease, like this MAC brush here. This is a MAC, the numbers is worn off, but this kind of just allows you to, you know, put it in directly into your crease. I love this color, love this look. It helps kind of like darken up, you know, your crease. I like to dust off all the extra stuff. And when you're doing eyeshadows, especially when it comes to the crease, you know, you should always look down. It kind of helps you define where your brush is supposed to go and lay, and you know, just sweep back and forth, back and forth. It doesn't matter how far you come down, because you still have to do your lid color. This is a really pretty color, and I like the fact that it's like natural, neutral, but you know, still gives me fall vibes, because I'm here for it. I'm telling you, I'm so here for it. And then if you want it to be darker and deeper, you can use a more dense brush, and I'll show you guys that in a second. I like to sweep it out in the corners a little bit. It gives it a little bit more definition. So what I like to do is I like to take a more defined brush, and you can use something like this where the tip of the brush is more defined, and that same dark brown that we was using, you know, just tap off the excess, and then what you could do is you could look down and put it in the crease, and you see how much more darker it is and more defined your crease is just by packing it in there, you could just pat it in there and it'll darken. Just make sure you tap off the excess too. And the same thing, just pack it. Because you can always go back with the bending brush and sweep it through and through. But yeah, so, and I'm still using the JUVIA'S Place palette too. It just more defines your crease, that's all this is. And it packs the product on in the corner. Okay, so I think that that's good for that. And then what I like to do is I like to take that same blending brush, the one that I use for the transition colors, and I like to just go over to make sure that it is blended and blended and blended. You know, you don't want any harsh lines. You want it to be seamless, so you have to blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Keep a paper towel at your station so that you can dust off any excess and just blend and blend and blend. So then next what I want to do is I want to take more of the darker color here, this one here, and it almost looks black, but it's a really deep, deep, deep dark brown. And that I'm really going to press into the crease. And I'm going to use this fine crease brush here. This is a Morphe M124 brush. And I'm going to take this color and I'm really going to pack it, like pack it into the outer crease, just so that I can give it that more smoky look and drag it into the center. And don't worry, we're going to blend it out, but you want that smokiness right there in the crease. Here's another blending brush. This is from NYX. I've had it forever, but now I'm going to just take and I'm just going to sweep. Blend, blend, and I'm going to blend till I can't blend no more. The name of the game with anything smoky, dark, vampy kind of looks is blend. Just circular, blend, blend. And if you have to, you can go back into one of the other colors that you previously used and add it to the crease. That's fine too. I always do that. I'm going to go back into that brown color and I'm just going to just add to it and I'm going to diffuse that really, really dark. And that's how that looks. It's a great daytime smoky eye look because I'm not gonna wear any eyeliner. So I think that that looks good. So what I am gonna do is I'm going to take a flat brush here. And this is flat brush. This is by Morphe, the 153. This is a really big flat brush. Let me see if I can find one of my other flat brush. Here's another crease. I just want to make sure that this is diffused before I go any further. Okay. Here's another finer brush that we could use too. And I like to just make sure that there's no other shadows on it. Plus the moisture from the wet cloth that you use will actually help some of your shimmers like stick to it. You know, I don't have to spray Studio Fix on it. So I'm going to take, I don't know, I'm thinking about taking this rose gold color. This color is really pretty too. This is a tough one. Maybe I'll try both of them. Let me see how that goes. So I'm going to try this rose gold color here. Let me see. You guys probably can't see it here. And I'm going to try this on the lid. And that moisture from My wet towel just makes it stick. I don't have to use Studio Fix or anything. Um, to get it to stick, so that's really good. It's super pigment too. It's like really pigment. It's super pretty. So what I like to do is just take a more definer, I can't even speak, and just a more defined blending brush and just diffuse out the edges. That's all. Feel like you lost any of that dark color when you were putting the gold on, all you have to do is just go back with that same brush, whatever brush it was that you used, and put it in the center, you know, just to kind of put back what you lost type of thing. So I'm going to take that dense brush that I had, and I am going to, it's this black one, and I'm going to go back in there, and I'm just lightly going to go back over it just to kind of like replace what I wiped away when I was blending. Okay, that is super cute. I like that. I like that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a smaller brush. Well, it's not that one. Probably this one. See this one here? And I really like this color here. This might be a little bit too light for me, but I was thinking about using this as a brow bone color. But then I was also thinking about using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Peach Nectar Illuminator. And it's peachy to use it as a brow bone highlighter. So let's see. I might just use this. Let me see. Yes, that's cute. I like that. So we're going to use this because it's kind of subtle. Nothing crazy. Right? Use your finger to diffuse. It gives your eyebrows a little pop. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil brush. Looks like this. This is another Morphe brush and the numbers are scratched off. Oh no, this is a 217. And I'm going to go back into the same colors that I used for the top of my eyes, but underneath just to kind of smoke it out. Then you can take the same brush, I always do, and you want to take some of that black and you want to just smoke it out a little bit too. Again, not heavy, but you want it to even out with what you did at the top. You want it to look the same at the top, just a little bit, not a lot. That lower lash line be having you looking all kinds of crazy when you putting on your under eyeshadow. And I like to just take another fluffy brush and just blend that out. Okay. So now that we're done with the eyes, let's just go to the face just a little bit. I'm going to go on to some blush. I don't think that I'm going to contour much more, but this blush is the it is the Sheer Tone Shimmer Blush, and this is in the color, what color is this? I just got it in the pan, the replacement pan here. It doesn't have the color on here. And I bought it so long ago, I don't even remember the name or the color of it. But it's a shimmer blush, and it looks like this, and it's kind of like peachy. You guys can see that. It's super pretty, right? So, old NYX brush. I've had it for so long. But I'm going to take it, and I'm going to smile. And I'm going to brush back. I'm going to kind of brush into that bronzer a little bit, just to kind of give it a little sun-kissed look. Not a lot though, you know, I don't want to be over blushed. I'm not really big on blush, so we do not want that. And then what you can also do is take the same brush, because it's angled, and I don't mind mixing it, go back to the bronzer that we used earlier, and what that does is it'll lift, especially if you do it in the hollows, it'll lift. It'll kind of give you that lift. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, it kind of gives you that look, you know, that look. Highlighter, I'm going to go back to that Anastasia Beverly Hills Peach Nectar palette, this one here, and this is what I'm going to use to be highlighting. I like to highlight two ways, and I'm going to show you. So first, I like to highlight because I like it to be subtle, right? But I want highlight on my face. I don't want it to not show. And don't forget the high points of your face, you know, where the sun and light bounces off of, very lightly, nothing too dramatic, right? I don't do too much on my chin because I just don't like the extra over glowy look. Look at my hair. Curly girl problems. Hair be all frizzy, right? But what I like to do is now I'm going to set my face real quick. But what I'm going to set it with is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray Mist. It's like this. This is one of the best setting sprays. Yeah, girl, bring it on. Now, while that's before it dries down too much, I like to go back into the highlighter, get a good amount, and then I like to just brush up. It gives you kind of like that wet look a little bit. And if you ever feel like you've done too much highlighting, you just go overboard, dab it with your beauty blender. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off the look with doing my eyelashes off camera, because I told you guys I can't do it on before. And I just finished that highlighter. It looks good. It's light, soft, supple, but still it's good. And then for the lip combo, I am going to use I'm thinking about using the, which one is this? This is the Kylie Cosmetics one, and this is in, I don't know which liquid lipstick this is. I don't know, but it's this one. It's like this kind of brown reddish color. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I put my eyelash extensions on. These are Lily Lashes, and this is they're the Luxury Natural Lash Mink. And this is the Glam Style. So I put them on, and right now I'm about to add some mascara to my bottom lashes while they dry. The top lashes dry. I'm not really big on mink lashes, but for the sake of this video, I'm wearing. Now I'm just going to put some mascara on just to kind of blend my natural lashes with the falsies. And I'm using the Great Lash by Maybelline. So this is one of my everyday, you know, mascaras. It's pretty. I like it. But these are like super dramatic. They're a lot more than what I'm used to, but for the sake of the video, we gonna rock them. And then I'm gonna go in with the liquid lip liner or lipstick. All right, there you have it, guys. I think that is the look, honey. Let's see. This is like so fall, so ready for fall type of makeup look. I know this video has been kind of like all over the place. My camera overheated a couple of times, so thank you guys for hanging in there with me. And these eyelashes is gonna get ripped off as soon as this video is over with, but I'm glad that I was able to come on and do this with you guys and just kind of sit down and talk with you guys for a little bit while I put on some makeup. But like I said, I like the way this look came out. It's super fall inspired. I'm so happy that it's fall. I can't wait till it starts to cool off. There will be a lot more videos that are going to be up on my vlog channel and my main channel. I promise. Well, I'm not going to promise when, but they are going to come. Thank you for those subscribers that have stayed even though I haven't uploaded, but there will be more content and I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys. So if you like this makeup look, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that notification bell if you are a subscriber, and if not, what are you waiting for? You might as well just join the family and grow with me. There is going to be a lot involved in this channel and some great things that will be talked about, that will be looked at, that will be mentioned, and I'm super excited. And I cannot wait to just be able to produce best, great, good content for you guys. So if you like this makeup look, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. And then I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye.